deck today. It's like week 6. Um, Dolphins then, sometime within that time range. And we then, I noticed that a lot of turnovers. Hopefully, we don't run into the same thing this time around. So I'm not really stressing it, worrying about it like that a whole lot. We'll just take it as it is. We do got some contracts and things to look at really quick. I know 2 of these we've been putting on standby, so Washington and Deontay Burnett. We don't need Trevor Siemian back. We got a little bit of scouting to get into. I think we were aiming to just try to finish seeing what's going on with this class. Okay, so all of the guards are actually ranked, at least for the right side. Okay. Madden's throwing us a little bit of a curveball. I'm not quite sure what to really make of how this class might turn out. Let's do this one and boom. All right, and we also have some upgrades. Okay, just one single upgrade. I do wish we had more of a veteran presence when it comes to I guess just when it comes to the fact that we potentially could have gotten like a I don't know, veteran leadership, like one of the little storylines that come up where maybe they could have helped us out with something like that again. All right, 1 second. Just looking into something here real quick. Okay, cool, cool. All right, so not a whole lot to do with these last few weeks. Doug Middleton returning from injury, so that's good news. That pushes Armani Watts down a bit, but he didn't have any significant plays, so it's not really a disadvantage to us. I do just want to see if they have any injuries. Otherwise, we know what their depth chart looks like already. Okay, so Ricardo Louis or Lewis, one of their younger developmental receivers. Okay, there's nothing to it to do it. We're gonna pretty much get into this video right away. I will catch you guys once the game officially ends. I think what I'm looking for here is to see if there's any signs of life. There really were a lot of 3 downs, 3 downs and out during the previous game. If we can at least build up some momentum to end the season, even if we don't have anybody that necessarily stands out, anybody that can give a sign of hope or anything, that would be the best case scenario. But let's go ahead and check things out, and looking forward to seeing any comments that you guys have.
Hello, everybody. It's the coach. This is Madden 20 on.
Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here to lead out the offense in his first year as a Dolphin, but 15th overall, it's the bearded veteran Ryan Fitzpatrick. And the new coaching staff coming in, they finally decided to pull the plug on the Ryan Tannehill era after 7 seasons and no playoff wins. So enter Ryan Fitzpatrick, signed in free agent, touchdown passes, and now it's his time to do it with Miami. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down. The Miami Dolphins starting lineup now, and Kenyon Drake, a guy to watch.
He has the ability to affect the game in so many different ways. In the return game, bringing it back himself. Also can be a gunner on the punt coverage team and did that very well at Alabama. But has the ability to run the ball in the backfield as well as catch it. Kenyon Drake, you can use him so many different ways.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. A look now at the defensive starters for the Jets. They were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
And while you can't actually see confidence rising in a unit, you can tell by this team, right? Anytime you can tell your offense, hey, just get us a couple touchdowns. We've got this thing locked down. That's when you know you're playing well and you're carrying your team along.
Fitzpatrick, open man, it's Allen. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down. That's something we didn't see much of from Allen the last couple of years in New England. Heck, last season, 13 games, only 4 targets. But Miami going to try to get him more involved in the passing game as we saw there. And you know he has the capability. You think back to 2012, breaking in with Indy. He had 45 catches that season. A run there on first down and a pretty good one of 5 yards. So make it 2nd and 5. A check on the numbers for Kenyon Drake last week. 15 carries, 51 yards.
I can't remember the last time we did a game and a coach didn't talk about establishing the run first. But they've lost 2 straight games, so they still want to do that. But they've got to have some contingencies, some other options. Expect them maybe to throw it a little bit to open up things and maybe run it a little bit more later in the game.
Mike Fobo. They can't hang with us. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
Fitzpatrick now from the 50. And it's caught by Parker. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 35.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production. To increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Now as we look down, it appears we've got a Jet shaking up on the play. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
Cut. Watch the twist. Check.
On play action, Fitzpatrick. And he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. 8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is third down. Fitzpatrick to throw it, and that is incomplete. That's already the 3rd time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught 1 of the 3.
But that doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And the opening drive for the Dolphins yields 3. So the opening drive does yield points. Maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Now on the return here, we've got an injured player down there. We'll check on his status when we get back. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now the first carry for Ty Montgomery. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. The numbers on the ground for Montgomery in last week's affair. 14 carries, 66 yards.
And, partner, I thought it was a lot of fun for us to be able to sit in on their film session with the offensive line. We saw how they blocked it up last week to pretty good success, and we see what their game plan is for this week. They expect that defensive front to be someone they can move.
Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
He's got Herndon, his tight end. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the 3rd down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up 4th down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3 and out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football and got to him and made sure he didn't give up much run after catch.
Here comes Grant on the return. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And it'll be Dolphin football. So the Dolphins offense heading out as we give you a look at the playoff race in the AFC. And I tell you, 4 weeks still to go, and everything is wide open, and it's fun.
And I know we always talk about, well, if the playoffs were to begin today, and then we kind of go, okay, but they're not. Let's see how it plays out. Wouldn't it be fun to play with this playoff lineup right now? Because to me, just about anyone can win this whole thing out of this grouping we currently have. And by the time we get there, it may look entirely different.
Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. A tackle for loss there. 2 last week. He's tough to handle coming off the edge.
And when you talk about a defensive end, your first thought is, how does he rush the passer? That's where he makes his big plays getting into the backfield. But the best ones can play the run as well. And that's what we're seeing from him, that excellent combination of holding the point of attack and also getting upfield to make plays in the backfield.
On 3rd down, Fitzpatrick. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. On 4th down, Matt Hawk is on to punt. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? But it definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
So we take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC as the Jets come back out on offense. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Jet first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. DeAndre Washington, his first carry. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down.
When you're dead last in the NFL in third down conversions, the odds are against you every time you face it. How about them picking up that one? That was big for them.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Montgomery. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Montgomery, he's got it on the draw. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. Washington on 3rd and short. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards.
4th and short, partner. I mean, this would be a really risky call. Here we are in the first quarter.
On your own side of the field.
Side of the field. But, boy, what a tone setter that would be to go for it and get it, wouldn't it?
You're gritty today. I like it.
I'm feeling it.
Here's Lachlan Edwards now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10.
Mike 20! Mike 44! Pick me up. Here we go.
A first down throw for Fitzpatrick. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a first down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10.
Watch the screen, watch the screen.
Fitzpatrick now. It's complete. Stills. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 18 big yards on that one and a Miami first.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that?
Check.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Hey, pick your game.
Balaj. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. That's on the former first-rounder from Ole Miss, Laramie Tunsil. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Now Balaj. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. From the 41, Fitzpatrick toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Fitzpatrick. This taken in by Jakeem Grant. A 10-yard pickup, And it's enough for a Dolphins first down.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Miami.
Probably be the last play of the quarter.
Alert!
Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Dolphin got going a little early. And that'll set them back 5.
Good work, boys. Let's go.
And just one tick to go, so this will obviously be the final play of this first quarter. On the delay, it's Balaj. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Jets, nothing.
Mike. Check. All day, baby, all day. Check 43.
They'll run here with Balaj. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3. The Dolphins on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Play fake. It's Fitzpatrick. It's complete to Grant. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
First foray into the red zone for Miami. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. They run it with Balaj. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Kalen Balaj, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and the lead grows to 10-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11.
He's checking. Crash.
On 2nd down, Montgomery. A very good move, but for a relatively modest gain out near the 32. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3. Back to throw, Darnold. And he will find his man on the outside. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Defense wins championship.
A play fake, and it's Darnold. Herndon's got it complete. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. To throw again on 2nd down. Darnold. It's caught by Quincy Enunwa. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion.
Check 99.
On first down, it's Darnold. Enunwa's got it, complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone.
Let's go.
A good pickup there, 26 yards. First red zone opportunity now for the Jets. First and 10 right at the 20. They run, Montgomery. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
Watch 54. You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't.
Faking the give, Darnold. Caught by his tight end, Wesco. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10. The Jets on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Fighting his way in for a Jets touchdown. DeAndre Washington. His first touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half.
That's it, baby.
And on his way to the end zone, shedding the tackle, he would not be denied.
That's what's called finishing the run. Making sure you power your way through. One-on-one tackle. No running back wants to go to the bench and say, I got stopped just short.
Extra point up and good by Catanzaro. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it was finished off with a 10-yard touchdown scamper. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Football, seems like we've seen the Seahawks quite a bit in prime time the last few weeks, and we get them again tonight as they head down to L.A. to take on the Rams. And then tomorrow night for Monday Night Football, it's Giants-Eagles from Chile, Philadelphia. They go play action. Fitzpatrick. He sets to fire deep. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Second and 10 now from the 27. Running, it's Drake.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Easy work, and it's coming again.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Here's Matt Hawk now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Now look at Quincy Enunwa and the rest of the offense heading back out. He's been good so far to this point in the second quarter. Need to get him even more involved, maybe?
I would agree with that. Definitely. Yeah, it's not even a question for me. The way he's playing, he's doing a nice job. Increase things. More touches, more opportunities. Maybe that can reverse things on the scoreboard for them.
They'll try to ratchet things up then maybe here in the second quarter. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5.
Check, crunch, crunch.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. Got an open man. It's Enunwa. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Play action. It's Darnold.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Darnold going to lead the offense up 1st and 10. And he's now 10 of 10 throwing the ball here to start the game. Running it, Washington. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
New Mike 52, Mike 52. Watch the run. Deuce, 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 deuce.
Now on 2nd and 13, Darnold. This is hauled in by Deontay Burnett. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
That's a gain of 10.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Here's Darnold. Yeah, this would complete to Burnett. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. That'll be enough to keep the drive moving forward. Another 1st down on the pickup of 5 yards.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Darnold going to lead the offense up 1st and 10, and he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Darnold from the gun. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Again, Darnold. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Kiko Alonso able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Here we go again.
From the 50, it's Darnold.
Check three, check three, check three.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Coverage that time by Bobby McCain. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
Here's Lachlan Edwards now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. And now let's talk about Kenyon Drake. The good news, his team's winning. The bad news, he hasn't had the game that he's hoped to, at least to this point here in the second quarter.
And a lot of that is pride, because these types of backs want to be in the center of all the action and leading their team to victory. They'll take the win right now, hoping to jump his game up as this one moves on.
Yeah, he probably wants a little bit more of the spotlight going forward. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. 2 minutes remaining in the first half, 10-7, our score.
Check.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. He was trying to get that one to Kenny Stills. But now it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, Drake. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Here's Matt Hawk now as he's on to punt for Miami. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. A beautiful fake. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Ty Montgomery in the offense getting set for their next drive. He's had a good chunk of carries. Problem is for very little success. I don't want to put it all on his shoulders, but that's a big reason they're losing right now.
Have to be very careful that he doesn't start pointing fingers. Offensive line obviously trying. The defense has done a nice job against him today. When it's all said and done, it's all about the guy in the mirror. He has to get it done better going forward.
See if he can look and do some soul searching now. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. He'll leave it for Montgomery complete. He'll be dropped shy of the 40 despite an excellent display of footwork. Darnold trying to hustle everybody along with the clock moving. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Montgomery. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Off of play action, Darnold on the crossing route, complete. That's Ford. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Darnold going to lead the offense up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Here's Darnold. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a first down. So 5 plays on this drive, Charles. All passes, all completions. And just like that, they're in the red zone.
And don't you think the playbook opens up a little bit more now? Because all they've done is throw the football. If you want to run it now, you may very well have them fooled.
First down now, but that clock rolling. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. On fourth down, the Jets turning to Chandler Catanzaro for the field goal try. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. Catanzaro's kick is good, and that will knot things up here late in the first half. Maybe a nice psychological boost there just to get back to even with that field goal as we head towards half.
Coaching 101 always says at halftime, play it like it's 0-0 on the scoreboard. Well, in this case, it's level, right? Same score each side. Just start over. Now you get the second half to play.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Jordan Jenkins there on the tackle. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, let's get to some of these scores around the NFL here in a busy Week 14. We'll begin in upstate New York, an AFC matchup between Baltimore and Buffalo at New Era Field. And it's the Bills who lead that one late in the second quarter. Cole Beasley's got a touchdown grab. From there, we head down south to Atlanta to check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And for the moment, they find themselves trailing the visiting Carolina Panthers. Christian McCaffrey has a touchdown there. Lastly, we head to the Gulf Coast and check on the Bucs at home in Tampa. And you can see there it's the visiting Colts who have the lead in that one. Andrew Luck has thrown a couple of touchdown passes. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been as tight as we expected, all tied through one half of play. For the call of the second half, let's get it back to Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Fielded about a yard deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. And New York set to take the field. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter three.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. On 1st and 10, Darnold. That one's complete to Tomlinson. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 46.
Switch gears.
They run from the shotgun with Washington. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I know you felt that one.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd and 9, Darnold. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Darnold now to throw. He's got this to his running back, Ty Montgomery. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Chandler Catanzaro now. He hit from 59 a season ago. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is tied here in this third quarter. Well, this is a guy who is already among an elite group of kickers that have hit from 60-plus in an NFL game, but that's a tough ask to try and get him to produce another one here.
You're exactly right. It's elite group for a reason, isn't it? No small feat for him to hit it from that distance. This one doesn't go through. I always marvel at those guys because it's the same approach every time, the same smoothness when they swing their leg. Doesn't look like they're putting anything extra even when they're kicking it for 60-plus.
On first down, Drake. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Right back to Drake. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. On third down, Fitzpatrick. It's complete. Stills.
That's it, baby.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. Here's Matt Hawk now. He's been terrific so far.
Let's go, fellas.
And New York set to take the field. And the last go-around for them, they tried that really, really long field goal, couldn't connect.
And in retrospect, I think a lot of people would say, well, why would you try one that long? You hurt yourself in field position. The ball comes out, there. That only helps the other team. But I look at it as maybe it was a double shot of confidence. Confident the kicker could make it. And even if he missed, confident in their defense that they can hold them.
Now as we look down, it appears we've got a jet shaking up on the play. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Yeah.
Now it's the backup Simeon. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. No gain there, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. That's caught by Montgomery. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line.
Okay, baby, I see you.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Here's Lachlan Edwards now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Returnable for Gray. 51 yards on the punt there.
Let's go.
And out will come the offense as they take over. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
44, Mike, 44. Too little,
From the 31, Fitzpatrick. Complete. This is Albert Wilson. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Single.
Fitzpatrick on 3rd and 2. And it's caught by Parker. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
Let's go.
A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first.
Here we go, D. All day. Defense, all day.
Play fake. It's Fitzpatrick. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ja'Kai Polite. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Another try after the first down sack. Fitzpatrick. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be third down. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. Fitzpatrick now. Caught. It's Wilson. 30. 10. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Albert Wilson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Sanders now to add the extra point. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17 to 10. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it winds up in 6 points for the Dolphins. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. New York set to take the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? Well, a lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
To Montgomery to begin the drive. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the carry, it's Montgomery. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
Big hit. Single, slop.
Throwing on second down, Simeon. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The big Tank Carradine with a sack.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect him. Simeon in need of something big following that sack, facing 3rd and long. From the gun, it's a give to Montgomery. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. How do you break down his game so far? Just the one touchdown pass, but sometimes the touchdown pass stat category, that doesn't tell the whole story.
It really doesn't. Not until you balance it with the error side, and in this case, he hasn't thrown any interceptions. So a lot of people would call this almost a pedestrian game, kind of a bus driver game. But that's just really wrong. Being a bus driver is a good thing if you're running a football team, because that means you're in control and you're taking your team to the right places.
Yeah, he's been pretty solid. Now an open man. That's the tight end, Gesicki. It's complete. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. Good starting position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Here's Simeon. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Rashad Jones. And his guys are going to have the football back as the 3rd quarter comes to an end. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Dolphin football. It's also Dolphin lead to begin quarter number 4.
53, somebody 20. Check 53. Time to go. Night.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Drake, and I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run, the best runs for the top. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away, and they've done.
And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Quinnen Williams in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Okay, my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
So now after the sack, 3rd and long, and Fitzpatrick going to look deep for Wilson. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty. And it's 4th down. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Here's Matt Hawk now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline.
Keep playing hard.
And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. And last time, 1-play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
He'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll make it 2nd down.
70, Indy.
Simeon. That one complete to the former Seminole, Auden Tate. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. That one a first down pickup of 8. On first down, it's Simeon. Herndon's got it complete. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. A gain of 6 there on first. Now whistles come in before the snap. Looked like one of the Jets may have moved. So pin that one on the rookie right tackle.
Remember those days when the right side was simply the run-blocking side? Now you're dealing with some of the better pass rushers in the league. It'll make you a little jittery.
Darnold completes it. A gain there of 21 yards.
Let's go!
Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. To the air again, Simeon. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it's a 2nd down. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Simeon, open man there, that's Bellamy. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. The Jets on 3rd down. They've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This is 3rd and 4. To throw is Simeon, caught by his tight end Wesco. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
1 score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They snap it to Simeon. And that is incomplete. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And the Dolphins defense is able to hold. So they'll trudge off the field with a bitter taste in their mouths after that failed 4th down conversion.
Yeah, there'll be a lot of analysis there on the sidelines. Was it the right call? Was it against the right defense? Should they have even gone for it at all? Will that change what they do going forward in this game? A lot of questions to be answered by them. The defense doesn't really care. They're like, bring it on again. We'll stop you the next time, too.
6 man. Check curls, check curls, check curls.
They'll start the drive with Drake. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
Let's go, let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Fitzpatrick, and he hits Drake. The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this 3rd down.
53's Mike. Check, 53's Mike.
From the gun, Fitzpatrick. And Wilson has it. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Fitzpatrick. And Stills bringing it in. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Yeah, baby.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Switch.
Now a draw play with Drake. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. Well, Kenyon Drake, he was kind of underutilized last year when Adam Gase was head coach, only 7 starts. But now he's going to get a chance under new head coach Brian Flores to really showcase his talent. He certainly flashed his diverse playmaking abilities a season ago. 9 touchdowns, 5 through the air, and 4 on the ground. Now on first down, Drake again. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
You better bring it. I'm letting you know right now. You better bring it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They'll try to throw here, Fitzpatrick. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
New York set to take the field. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
Give them 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning.
You better be afraid of me.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Where's 52? Watch 52. 52's the mic. We own them. And we own them.
Now it's Simeon. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. 2 huge plays there down the stretch. The sack on 2nd down. Now they force the incompletion. That's going to lead to a do-or-die 4th down.
And they look like they've got the confidence right now that no matter what gets thrown against them, whatever play gets run, they have the ability to shut it down. They are just brimming with it right now.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go on 4th. Simeon. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Dolphins get the football in great field position. So now let's reset here, Charles. They do have 2 timeouts left, so they can stop the clock twice. This one's not quite over yet.
No, and what you're doing on defense, you're going to use both timeouts, obviously. But you've got to call defenses are going to force the issue early, meaning you want that play over fast. You don't want to give them time to dance around in the backfield or run a wide sweep. They'll take off time. Blitz them, put pressure on them, make sure that play ends quickly so that you can go ahead and keep moving.
They go play action here on 1st down. Short throw taken in by the tight end O'Leary. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now a handoff here to his running back. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Hey, 4 down, 4 down.
Again, it's Balaj. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. Darnold and the Jets now. Down 20-10, 34 seconds to go. It's been a struggle to score all day, and now they need to do it twice here late to have a chance. Simeon. He's got his man. This is Tate. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Simeon, he'll leave it for Montgomery, complete. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins, and it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half, the adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed.
Alrighty, so we continue our streak. Longest, excuse me, longest streak of the season for us. So we do drop another game, this time to the division rivals, and we get a little potential boost really quick to Brandon Shell. I actually don't mind him as a player too much. I was looking for offensive linemen to develop, as you can do in almost any franchise game. Yeah, it wouldn't be worth it. Um, longest streak of losses this season though. They do take advantage. They get themselves a win. Speaking of the Dolphins, to make up for the L they caught earlier in the season. So Sam Darnold, he goes down. He will be getting shut down for the season. We have a huge problem on our hands, one that will need to be solved in the coming days, though. Deontay Thompson also going down, so we have 4 players that are going to be on IR. What a way to end things in the season. Not too different, though, from real life, where we do have a crazy rash of injuries that have been impacting us lately. And that's something that I'm hoping we see change, not only in person, in real life, but also in the video game itself. Oh, what was that? The gallery. Okay, I was gonna say that looked crazy. Okay, so we played the Baltimore Ravens this week. Want to take a look at our draft position after dropping another one. Oops. There we go. Okay, Panthers tops in the league. We are currently sitting at pick number 4, so we did improve 1. The The Lions actually won their last one, so we're looking at pick number 4 and 17 at the moment. And we're currently at a streak of only one lost. I don't think that was accurate. Either way, thank you guys for watching. I'm looking forward to uploading again if I can find time tomorrow. If not, then we'll be back at it Friday. That said, I hope you guys have a good night and peace.